Hello, this is Gareth King, continued series of videos on Visual Basic for applications. I'm going to look at a short program today, a short Visual Basic function, which given weekday is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. What we want to do is get a function that if we pass in the weekday 1, it will give us back the text, the string Monday. So as you can see here, this is what we're looking for. So we want a function that if we pass in the value 1 to it, we get Monday. If we pass in the value 2, we get Tuesday, and so on. Now we'll see later on in the video how that can be used, that if we put in someone's birth date, say it's the 5th of March 1925, Visual Basic or Excel already has a built-in function called weekday, and that will tell us that that's day 4 of the week. We'll have a look at that later. So that should be a Thursday. So we want our function that we can pass this value into our function, and will tell us that the 5th of March 1925 was a Thursday. So if I go ahead and start looking at the function, we come in to Visual Basic. I can write it here or here. I'll do it here. So I say function, and I'll call it day of week, and I'm going to pass in weekday, I'll call it, as an integer. So that's the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's going to return, our function is going to return a string. So I'm just going to start off by saying if weekday is equal to 1, then day of week. Remember, the return value has to have the same name as the function. So the function is called day of week. So I'm saying if the weekday is equal to 1, then day of week is equal to Monday. What I can do to make my life easy is Control C to copy them, Control V to paste them, put an else in front of that, and I'll say weekday equal to 2. Of course that's Tuesday, so I put that in and delete the Monday. Once again, I can just copy and paste these two, and now it's weekday equal to 3, and I make this way in Wednesday. Now you can also have different numbering systems where Sunday is 0 or Sunday is day 1, but I think the one we're used to in this country is day 1 being Monday, the first day of the week. And if we come, that's Thursday, and then I copy and paste again. I'll do 2 of them. We need 3 more to do, don't we? So I'll copy those 2. I'll make this one day 5, and day 5 is Friday. Make this one 6. That's Saturday, and the last one is 7, which of course is Sunday. So you can see we're cutting and pasting. You can make the if block work quite quickly, and then we have it ended like so. Okay, maybe I'll put an else in here just to say day of week, in case somebody tries to pass in a value that isn't one of the 7 days, and I just say not applicable, NA for not applicable, just as an error trap in case someone puts in a value that isn't between 1 and 7. So if I then come in here and see how we work it, I'll say this is equal to, I'll delete these and we'll put our function in instead. So I'll say call that day of week. You can see it comes up there, and we'll pass in the integer in cell B3, and you can see if I copy that and copy it down, it works fine. If I change the 7 there to an 8, it comes up not available. If I change it to a 4, you can see it's Thursday. Change it to a 3, it's Wednesday, and so on. So it's working correctly. And if I go over here and I look at this one that I talked about before, if I put in this weekday function, you'll see how it works. It's equal to weekday, and the first thing it asks for is a serial number, so I put in the date, which is a serial number, And then when I press comma, it has return type. So if I put in a 1 here, that will number day 1 as a Sunday, day 2 through 7. So days, day 1 will be Sunday, day 2 will be Monday, and so on, and day 7 will be Saturday. The one we're used to using is where day 1 is a Monday, and day 7 is a Sunday. So I need to put a 2 in here to indicate that we're going to use that system. So this tells me that day 4 should be a Thursday. So how do I get it to work? Well, I say day of week 4, and it comes up and it prints the correct day. So it's telling me if you were born on the 5th of March 1925, you were born on a Thursday. You can put in any set of dates you want here, so 12th of the 4th not 2000, say 1995. And that tells me that if you're born on 12th of April 1995, you're born on a Wednesday. Now you don't even need the separate cell here. You can just pass in equal to day of week, and I can just keep writing weekday, and I give the date, and we're going to put a 2 in there to indicate that we're numbering day 1 as a Monday. So you can see I can pass in the result of this. The result of this function is an integer, and I can pass that into my function day of week, and it also gives me the Wednesday. Okay, thank you for listening.